Dear students, welcome to the lecture of access layer, designing the access layer classes. So access layer, next one. So access layer is responsible to interact with the database. That's the main role of the access layer. The main idea behind creating an access layer is to create a set of classes that know how to communicate with the place where data actually resides. Access layer generally communicate with the database. The class in access layer communicate with the database. So where the data actually resides. Where it would be a file, maybe a file, a relational database management system, a mainframe system, internet, DCOM, distributed component object model, or object request broker. The access classes must be able to translate any data related request from the business layer into appropriate protocol for data access. The access layer perform two major tasks. The one is the translate request. Second one is translate the result. So translate the request. The access layer must be able to translate the any data related request from the business layer into appropriate protocol for data access. So translate the request means the access layer must be able to translate any data related request from business layer into appropriate protocol for data access from business layer to databases through the protocol. Translate the result. It must be able to translate the data retrieved back into the appropriate business objects and pass those objects back into the business layer. So retrieve data, it retrieve the data, and retrieve data is again passed back to the business layer. This is the main job of the access layer classes. They can interact with the any type of database. It may be a file, relational database management system, it is a mainframe, internet, DCOM, or object request broker. Advantage of the access layer. What are the advantages of the access layer? The main advantage is the one while other follows. First one is by using the access layer, the design is not tied to any database engine. So the design is not tied to any database engine because access layer classes will take care of that. Or distributed object technology like Carba or DCOM. So design is not tied with any database technology. With this approach, we can easily switch from the one database to another with the no major changes to the user interface or business layer classes. We are able to migrate, switch from the one database to another database with no major changes to the user interface or business layer classes. The next one is access layer class provide the easy migration to the emerging distributed object technology such as Carba and DCOM. They are provide easy migration to emerging object technology such as Carba and Micram. The classes should be able to address the modest need of two-tier client-server architecture as well as the difficult demands of fine-grained peer-to-peer distributed object architecture. The classes should be able to address the modest need of two-tier client-server architecture or as well as the difficult demands of fine-grained peer-to-peer distributed object architectures. Okay, they address both of them. Process. So what is the process in it? If a class interacts with a non-human actor, such as another system, database, or a web, the class automatically should become an access class. If a class interacts with a non-human actor, such as another system, database, or web, the class automatically should become an access class. The process of creating access classes for the business classes are identified as follows. So what is known as access class? Okay, when the class interact with a non-human actor, such as a database or a web, the class automatically should become an access class. The process of creating access class for the business class are identified as follows. So these are the steps. The step one, mirror the business class package. That means for every business class, we have to create an access class. Step two, mirror the super subclass relationship. Mirror the super subclass relationship. So the inheritance relationship of the business layer should be mirrored in the access classes also. Normalize the classes and relationship. Normalize the classes and relationships. So they're like we have to many processes like remove the unnecessary classes or combining the method classes. That is known as a normalization. Normalize the classes and their relationship. If the completely it is carried out, that means not done, the process is an iterative process. If all the design is over, then the access layer design will get over. So this is the access layer design method. So mirror the business class package, mirror the super subclass relationship, normalize the class and relationship, and check that whether it get over, it is not get over, again iterate again. Okay, this is the process. So these are the steps are explained in detail. For every business class identified, mirror the business class package. For every business class identified, mirror the business class package. That means for every business class has been identified, create one access class in the access layer package for every respective class in the business layer. Second, define the relationship. The same rule as applied among the business classes are just also applied among the access classes, so which were discussed in the design, in the chapter of design. So we are applying the same rules which define the relationships. And the next one is simplify the classes and relationship. The main goal is to eliminate the redundant or unnecessary classes or structures. The main goal is to eliminate the redundant or unnecessary classes structures. In most cases, you can combine the simple classes and simply super subclass relationships. In most cases, you can combine the simple classes and simpler superclass subclass relationship. It is done by two ways. It is done by the two ways. So these are, we're going into the detail. So we will again see once again for every business class identified, mirror business class package. For every business class, you have to identify the you can create a mirror the on access layer classes and define the relationship. Okay, we apply the rules of the design axioms and for example, to super class, subclass, and association related rules. Everything should be applied in the business layer, also applied to the access layer also. Simplify the class relationship. So eliminate the redundant or unnecessary class and structures are the main agenda of the simplify the classes and relationships. So the simplify the classes and relationship can be done by the two ways. First, eliminate the redundant classes. So what is the redundant classes? If the two classes are doing the same work, that class is known as redundant classes. If you have more than one class that provides similar services, simply select one and eliminate the other. Next, method classes. Some classes are contained one or two methods. That is not necessary that to keep a class for one or two method. On the time, you have to see that, okay, whether you have to able to combine that with some other class. That means you can eliminate the class, and as well as you have to move the method to some other class. So revisit the classes that consist of the only one or two methods to see that if they can be eliminated or combined with the existing classes. If we can find no classes for the access layer package, select its associated class from the business package and add a method as a private method to it. Okay, next is iterate and refine. So these are the first steps in the access layer design. So for every business class identified, mirror the business class package. Next, define the relationship. Third one is simplify the class and the relationship. The fourth one is eliminate the redundant classes. The third one contains two steps: eliminate the redundant classes and method classes. And you have to see that, okay, where we make a combine, we have to combine and iterate and refine. So these are the steps in access layer design. So it's an example. See here. So we are having a business class packages are given here. So we define the so the business class package for we are creating an access layer package. Class 1, class 2, class 3. So class 1 DB, class 2 DB, class 3 DB are databases. Okay. Then define the relationship among the access layer classes. So here it is a class 1 DB is a super class 2 DB, 3 DB is subclass. Okay. So this is the step 2. Step 3, simplify the class relationship. Here in the class, the class 2 DB and class 3 DB are doing the same. So class 3 DB is not essential. So we are eliminating this one. So these are the 3 steps are shown in the diagrammatic fashion in the PPT. So this is a part 1. So we are remaining things we are going to discuss in the access layer design part 2, the next video. Okay, thanks for watching it. Thank you.